A very important lesson I learned concerning moving in the prophetic in the early years was the importance of putting obedience before the anointing. In the early days of learning how to move in the prophetic, I used to come under powerful anointings. I would get amazing prophetic word of knowledge dreams, and when I would pray for people, they would fall under the power of the Spirit, and sometimes I would fall under the power of the Spirit. And when I would come forward sometimes to give words, I would be shaking, and sometimes my husband would say, "Patty, you need to get under control." And I would look at him and I say, "I'd like to see you get under control when the power of the Spirit is under you." And sometimes I get a little bit sassy. And the Lord would have to sometimes really deal with me, because if there would be any kind of crack or arrogance on my part, what would happen is that when I would give a prophetic word and there was any kind of break between my being under Dan's authority, what would happen is the word that I would give would be impure. There'd be something a little bit off. And if there would be a altercation between Dan and I before services that was not resolved, again, there would be something off in the word that I would give. And over the years, I learned how important it was that I would be under authority wherever I would prophesy, because if I didn't, what would happen, like I said, is that I would come under some kind of attack after the word, because I would feel so horrible because of the impurity of the word that there would be a torment. And there was even a season where I would wear a head covering to remind me how important obedience was, and how important it was that obedience was better than the anointing. And I knew that the prophetic person had to be submitted to authorities in their life in order to give the accurate, pure word instead of words that were off. And this is something that has played out year after year in my life. I look at it as kind of like the person in government is like the lifeguard. And when the lifeguard is on that chair watching the person, the prophetic person who's moving in the anointing, it's like that person is out there swimming and enjoying playing in the water. And I feel so safe when the right governmental person is sitting in that chair protecting me. And this is what I've learned over the years, and I'm so grateful for Dan guarding me, protecting me when I'm out there moving in the power of the Spirit.
My name is Cody Archer, and I'm a part of the Revive Israel team, and I hope you're enjoying this series on learning from my mistakes. If you've not yet subscribed to our videos, I want to encourage you right up here, click the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and also for more great content, you can start with watching more videos right here.
My idea of a pastor was that he is 24/7 available for phone calls, for appointments, for hospital visits.